We are live with our very first inaugural chamber chat. We've got the Hendersonville Area Chamber of Commerce and Kathleen Hawkins, who I know because I hosted
Yay.
and went to an event with you.
Yes.
And wow, what a year it's been for chambers, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's been a journey.
Mhm.
But there's a light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There is, and this weekend we're going to get right on into things because we're talking about some of my favorite play. It's just this cute little video. This Saturday, yay, shopping at Streets of Indian Lake because it's part of a very, very cool event that we're going to share about called the Mid-Tennessee Magnolia Market. I just want to go to a place called Magnolia Market.
Doesn't it sound fun? It is going to be fun. It's going to be just as fun as it sounds. I promise, Devin.
Well, tell us a little bit about what it is. And I'm going to leave this up for a few minutes so everybody can see the time, 10 to 3 on Saturday, and it's absolutely free.
Yeah, absolutely free, open to the public. It's our way of helping the small businesses and locally owned boutiques and shops within our community and around throughout Middle Tennessee come together and be able to support one another so we can just thrive in 37075, thrive in our zip code, continue to prosper and continue to thrive.
Well, speaking of, that is a really neat initiative that you brought up, and you guys have been doing a fantastic job promoting the businesses in Sumner County, but specifically in Hendersonville. Say yes to local, love local, shop local, and holy moly, it's working. People have been going to their local proprietors. It's really great.
It is great.
Great, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's been truly a blessing to see people have a call to action to continue to support. It's important for us not to just remind them to do this when you're forced to stay at home, but to do this all year long and to continue to do it because that's what builds a community. It's those locally owned businesses that help create and build our community and that put people to work in our community and that just keep it together during times like we've experienced this last year.
Well, let's talk about some of the vendors who are going to be at the Magnolia Market because that's where it gets in. Tennessee are watching this right now and will be able to see it. Let's talk about some of the vendors.
Okay, wonderful. We have some a wide assortment of vendors. We have everything from stained glass to new cute little dolls, handmade dolls to charcuterie boards to so many different things. But what I'm excited about the most is some of the small businesses that have really had a tough time over the last year that are really excited to come out, and it's going to be a beautiful day to come out in the sunshine and to just come together with their community so we can love on each other. So everything from Hendersonville Produce to Bates Boutique to Black Press Coffee. So lots of things. And, it's a perfect time because Mother's Day is coming up. And I promise you, there's lots of things that I want that are going to be there. Hint, hint to my family. But graduation, Father's Day. So there's so many reasons to come out and not only shop for somebody you love, but buy something special for yourself too.
Absolutely. Mother's Day, Father's Day, one right after the other. But you had me at coffee. Black Press Coffee Roasting. Is this a Hendersonville company?
It is. They have a location right here off of a Main Street, and they're going to not only be there as a vendor, but they are actually doing a pop-up coffee shop. So we will have a coffee shop that you can come and grab yourself a cup of coffee and an ice cold coffee because the weather's going to be beautiful. So maybe a cold brew and listen to the jazz music and just sit back and enjoy the scenery.
That's because you were talking about because the jazz festival got rained out last week, then they're going to be there at the same time. So you're going to be able to walk around Streets of Indian Lake, enjoy this amazing Magnolia Markets, and the music's going to be great.
Yeah, the music's going to be fantastic. There are 3 celebrity performers, and this is not my event. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think it's a blessing in disguise. So it did get moved to this weekend, and we expect to have some great entertainment and to just have a really good time while we're there. And we're just so excited that it's part of the Hendersonville community. And I can tell you, I have talked to the coordinator of the Jazz Festival, and we're talking about mirroring this together and partnering this and making it both an annual event together.
That's fantastic. Well, Karen Dixon, the alderman from Ward 4, just said hello. She just joined us. And Wayne Best says good morning. Let's see. Oh, is amazing. Then we
Yes,
have
it
a
is.
check-in from Penny Roark. Hi, Penny. Good to see you today. Part of our chamber chat is to talk about some of the businesses. And I was so excited when I saw my friend Darcy, because she's part of one of your sponsors for this wonderful event, the Vein Guys, free vein screening that they're going to be doing.
Yes, we're very blessed. They are sponsoring the event. They did come out, and everybody knows Hendersonville is a great place to be, and we're trying to get that word out to the community. So they see what's happening right here, and especially our housing market, and everybody wants to live, work, and play here. So they're coming out here, and they're going to be part of this event and join and offer a great service to all the attendees.
I love great names, and these local artisans have great names like Hillbilly Hardwoods. I guess they're going to be doing the charcuterie boards and things like these beautiful burled wood boards, all sorts of things. Wine corks. Look at those.
It's beautiful, beautiful. And we actually have more than one company that's going to be there with specialty products just like that. So there's going to be something for everyone. That's no joke. So from children's clothing to women's clothing to home goods to health screenings there's really going to be something for everybody there at all price points, which is exciting.
Well, I remember earlier on in the pandemic, you and I actually sat across from each other, had lunch, and talked about some of the challenges that were coming up. And then you were coming up with Thrive 37075 at the time. And I wanted to share this video because this came earlier in the year. You said pre-haircut.
Pre-haircut.
Everybody's getting their fresh haircuts. My appointment's on Tuesdays, but but I love. And this is a good thing because every chamber does so much to help the businesses of a chamber where you are, and you own a business, you are missing out, because look at the creativity for this campaign.
We launched the Thrive 37075 campaign this year to support the recovery efforts and help small businesses. So if you want to say yes to local, help us love local on these small business establishments in our community by liking, commenting, or sharing Thrive 37075 on social media, purchasing your Thrive merchandise from a local boutique, restaurant, or establishment, or sponsoring a business in our community and help them get Thrive products in their store too. There's lots of ways that you can help by being a Thrive partner and joining our Thrive Hive. Together, we can make a difference in our community, and together we can help 37075 continue to prosper and continue to thrive.
That's just brilliant. I think that's so important to remind everyone that these are our neighbors. These are our friends. If we're going to spend money to buy products that we're going to use, shopping local is the way to go.
Devin, what I love about this campaign is watching the community truly come together to embrace each other and support each other. Like tonight at 6:00, you can go to Half Batch Brewery here in town, and Navarro Creative Group is going to buy the first pint of beer to the first people until their tab runs out. So Navarro Creative Group has opened a tab at Half Batch, and the tab will stay open until it's closed, until it's gone. So get there at 6 p.m. tonight and get yourself a beer, a craft brewery, a locally owned craft brewery. But
yes. We got to share. We've got something to wet people's wheels.
Now okay. You're good because I didn't know that was coming.
See, I was waiting for you because I already talked to Barry Young about this place. Oh, and Barry told me that this place was fantastic. He said, oh my gosh, there's so much in Sumner County. I tell you, a place that I have never been and I'm dying to get there is Moby Dickey's that I have not gotten to eat there yet. You guys have seafood in Hendersonville because you are the city by the lake.
Yeah, absolutely. It's awesome. And you are definitely missing out by not having visited Moby Dickey's or the Rudder or any of our great places. Saunders Ferry Pizza is now moving on the water, which we're excited about. So it is exciting. But we have these Brighten Your Day campaigns happening every week. You can get something free that is being sponsored by one business to another business. And it's really just a way of putting the funds back into the business, supporting them in such a different way. When the pandemic happened, we knew that it wasn't possible as a chamber chamber for us to give grants to every business we wanted to help. But this is a way that the community can hold each other's hands and support one another and get new customers into that business immediately, which has been a blessing.
It is a great idea. If you are a business and you are a member of the Hendersonville Chamber, I would love for you to join this thread, put the name of your business in this thread and tag it to your business, because we want to support your businesses too. Hendersonville is a fantastic place for a visit, so you can be part of this wonderful shopping day, since so many of the flea markets and so many of the shopping festivals have had to cancel this year.
Right. Yeah, there's going to be over 70 vendors this Saturday. Again, it's from 10 to 3, but the Jazz Festival continues till 6:30. So I have a feeling some of our vendors won't be packing up at 3 p.m. And it's free, and it's going to be a beautiful day. I really hope the community comes out to support.
And again, the Streets of Indian Lake is the location in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We want to encourage everybody to be a part of it. The Middle Tennessee Magnolia Market, brought to you by the Hendersonville Chamber. Let's mention all of your sponsors, because that's so, so important. Do you have your list of sponsors there?
I do. As long as you have the flyer handy, I won't forget anybody. Of course, the Vane guys you already mentioned. The Goddard School is a good friend and family of ours. They are a tremendous school. They're going to have some great activities for them. Sumner County Tourism, we could not have survived this last year without the support of our good friends at Sumner Tourism. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Hendersonville Lifestyle Publication, and then Hendersonville Standard, partners with you. You guys are wonderful. You help us tap into the entire community, and it is just going to be a real diverse crowd. So everybody from young, even high school students that are going to be performing in the Jazz Festival to senior citizens that have been calling all week asking information about the festival. It's a place for everyone.
Let's talk for a minute about Streets of Indian Lake, because it's not a mall and it's not the typical shopping area. It really is a shopping experience. Explain about what it looks like.
Okay, so it does have a core center of area, which is where the stage is, and there's like almost an amphitheater section. So there's a place for people to just bring a blanket or bring a chair and just sit down and relax. During the summer, there's all sorts of farmers markets and movies, movie nights, all sorts of concerts and festivals like that. So it's going to be similar to that tomorrow. So you can the men can pull up a chair and sit down and bring a little cooler and just kind of enjoy the music all day long, and let the women shop, or vice versa. If you're a man and you love to shop, come on out and join us and do that too. So there really is something for everyone. Smashing Crabs is a fantastic restaurant, so plan on eating lunch or dinner there. There's a fantastic new sushi place that's there. Crave ice cream, because it's going to be a hot day. So there's really lots to do in that area, and lots coming to that area. So a lot of the festival will be indoors. A lot of our boutiques wanted to make sure that they were going to be inside. So it's not going to be just outside. It will be inside as well. So a lot of the spaces that, unfortunately, due to COVID, a lot of the businesses that weren't able to sustain the national retail stores that are having to shift their model, we're using those spaces for this festival, which gives a small business an opportunity to have a retail face and forefront for at least just one day, which is exciting.
That is just so smart. Well, we just thank you so much for your time today. To get more information about the Hendersonville Chamber, tell people where they can find you. I know that you're on Facebook.
We absolutely are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can go to hendersonvillechamber.com, or if you want specific information about this market, you can also go to mid-10 magnoliamarket.com. Thank you, Devin.
Mid-10 magnoliamarket.com. And I encourage everybody to do that, because it did at Half Batch. They got all sorts of pictures, and they're going to make you want to go and shop. And if you don't shop, you're going to want to browse and get a card from all of these vendors, because they're fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Bye.